Super fast tortoise in the show, drinking coffee, wishing you all well, because life is swell. Super fast tortoise. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends have been the senses. Let's get up, it's sexless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow.
Good morning, everybody.
Quick.
Hands down. That's a great intro, but the best part of it is Hillbilly popping in there. You laugh every time.
Also, how loud it was. It was really good how loud it was.
Yes.
That was funny.
You're back.
Yeah, I tweaked it. He didn't know exactly what I was doing, but I was making a new intro, and I told him I need this segment of you saying good morning, everybody. And he made a bigger segment than he had to. I had to trim it down a little. But I'm like with his enthusiasm made that intro just pop, you know.
Absolutely.
So I'm trying to include him in the intro and stuff, and as we get people staying longer, I'm trying to include other things in the intro as I build it. I mean, I did the hat thing just to kill some time in the intro. I'm like, well, I do switch hats, you know, from show to show. Good morning. Good morning. We have a good house here. We got Michael Matt Saxon, and we got Hillbilly. We got Lone Wolf. We got Mugenfool. We got all the people. And if you noticed, I don't know why it didn't, but my camera didn't change during the intros.
And I'm disappeared.
Of course he disappeared.
Okay.
Slipped into the ooze.
It feels like Hillbilly's always trying to disappear. We got Kane Checker in chat. Kane Checker, hello, what's up, my peeps, my creep? Hi, what's up?
Mike.
Right. Morning, TCG dude. Good morning. Whoa. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, camera. Yeah, I just noticed my camera moved on me. It was showing my ceiling. That's why I disappeared.
That's funny. So I actually watched Tibalts' little behind the scenes video today. Thought it was really cool. Left a little comment on that video. Left a little like, you know. I'm like, that was actually a well edited video. I like what you did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I actually watched that also today, but I got to go back and leave a comment.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. It's important to support our friends, and liking is one way to do it.
That's right. And yeah, and like I think it's kind of content, and bringing it up kind of goes with the theme of the day today. If you didn't read the title or anything in the Discord, because I try to leave things in Discord so people can be updated before they come to the show, get a mind put together, a thought process, you know. But yeah, so today we're gonna have a good conversation about what our future goals and plans are for the channel in the future. You know, because it's one of those times where we need to do a refresh our mind, kind of talk about where we are, where we want to go, because sometimes we just need to remind the people out in Chatland and people out here in the show, we need to remember what our goals are. And I think our goals are distinct because we all bring individual things, and we kind of forget, get lost in the moment, and we're like, oh, we need a refresher and remember where we are, where we're going, or what we want to do.
Right.
Yeah. And stuff like that. Looked at my phone. But anyways, my friends, let's get to the first part of the day. The first segment of the day is
Card of the Day.
Yeah, we got Krang Mastermind as the card of the day. This card is going to be nuts and standard with all the artifacts out there. I think it's going to be nuts and modern. I don't know how it's going to be completely, but bringing back affinity for artifacts is definitely busted in older formats. Holy cow! 6 generic mana, 2 blue. Affinity for artifacts. Spell costs 1 colorless less to cast for each artifact you control. When Krang enters, if you have fewer than 4 cards in hand, you draw cards equal to the difference. So you draw cards up to 4 if you have less than 4. And Krang gets +1/+0 for each other artifact you control. Think of all the Cheerios that are out there, the 0 mana costing artifacts that they've had, and the 1 mana costing artifacts. This card is going to come out quick as snot.
Oh yeah.
And don't forget, there are artifact lands.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, they used to be banned in other formats, artifact lands, for a long time. I think they're unbanned nowadays. TCGdudes like, sick card. Yeah. It's a really cool card. I appreciate the card. I like the card. This is one of the cards I kind of want to see. This is Krang in a robot suit, but I want to see him in his big robot suit, which there's actually no official name for it. It's usually called his big robot suit or something like that. I've learned that there's no real name for his big robot suit, so I'm hoping we get one of those. But this is a variation of Krang going crazy. Yeah, I like it. I love it. But anyways, that is the card of the day. And with the card of the day, we get to the picture of the day. It says, Wise Tortoise will study their Magic the Gathering decks to learn all their play strategies.
That looks just like you, Taurus, too.
That's right.
You eat your crust first?
What?
You eat your crust first?
Yep. No, I'm kidding. I eat the crust last, and I'm very particular on the crust. Like some pizzas, I just hate the crust on. Like, I am definitely a stuffed crust kind of person.
Yeah.
You know, but stuffed crust costs more money because they're adding all that cheese.
Yep.
But yeah, eating the crust first. It took me a while to get a decent generation of a turtle, even though this one has 4 fingers, whatever. I went with it. Like sometimes some of the turtles I generated had like human faces, like nose and mouth and beards. So I went with the one that came up the best looking as a turtle.
Well, he definitely has the sexiest mustache and beard. And is that ear hair back there, or is that just a fringe around the back?
I don't know what that is.
I'm asking about the ear hair for a friend. You can't see me as I'm like stroking my ear, but anyhow.
Oh, trust me, I deal with the ear hair thing. It's an old age thing. But yeah, it's funny. Like, it was a fun picture. But yes, like, a wise tortoise will study their decks to learn their best play strategies. So when they're playing the game, they can look into the future of what's possible in their deck and plan accordingly. That is the point of the picture, and that is the picture of the day. And with that,
curiosity. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Really quick, how many times do you have to go through to get a decent picture? Is it different for each one, or do you find you need like to do 4 or 5 tries?
It's different for each one, for sure. Some are not as clear as others. That's why you have to kind of study them, because sometimes there's a clear path. And sometimes, like last night, you don't realize how crazy your deck can get.
Oh,
yeah. Like last night, holy cow. The second game, my dinosaur deck just went off with Italy Primal Conqueror.
Nice.
Like massively. Yeah, fed me all the cards I needed because someone basically board wiped my board and I was able to get everything back.
Nice. It's always fun when you can do that.
Right. I'm telling you, the odds of that happening are very slim in the deck, but I had it. So it was just a good luck day.
Yeah. Also, hi, Miss Hillbilly.
Mrs. Hillbilly. Yeah. Hey, saying hey to Bob. You guys rock, you guys roll. And with that, my friends, we're going to get to the question of the day. The question of the day is something you can do. Like if you have a question of the day, you can submit it in Discord under the question of the day channel, and we'll feature you on the show.
Yeah, I keep
Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day is, what is one big goal that you want to achieve this year on your YouTube channel? Yes, on your YouTube channel, what is one goal you want to do, want to complete, want to accomplish, want to share with the world? Let's go.
Sorry, Hillbilly, didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're fine.
Uh-huh.
You're fine. I just was getting. I was saying, keep forgetting to ask question of the day.
Right? Hopefully one day we'll get it where more people will want to be involved with question of the day. One of the things I'd love to do is get more people asking questions of the day like we used to, and get people making questions. So it ain't just me or just two people making questions. I'd like to have a variety of people asking questions.
Like the one I had him do one for me. So I might think of another one and have you do it for me for next Wednesday.
Yeah. Next Wednesday. That's cool. But anyways, so what's one big goal for your channel that you have this year that you want to achieve within not like nearby Christmas, but like within a year's amount of time?
I'll go first then. I'm jealous of you guys, and I want that 1,000 subscriber mark.
hey, Tibalts.
Yeah.
At least you got more subscribers than I do. So
I'm gonna bet that I've been at it probably longer than you have too, though. It's been.
I haven't been constantly at it. So yeah.
Yeah, I've been at it since 2009. I think is when I started.
Jeez.
I mean, I wasn't always doing this at the very beginning, but over the lifetime, I think I started back in. I'm checking right now. May. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. May 2019 was when I started.
Well, look, if you keep making content like vlogging your background stuff for Magic content, like if you keep doing that and kind of niche that down, I'm pretty sure you'll reach that goal in no time.
Oh yeah.
People love that stuff. You already have a comment for someone who doesn't comment on your videos a lot. Comment on your video.
There you go.
You know,
my earliest video I made was 7 years ago.
What made it
I
hard?
haven't been really constant at it. So.
Yeah. So what is a big goal Hillbilly has this year?
Well, I want to get more engagement. That's what I would like to try. That's what I want to work on is the engagement on my streams, because I've noticed that there's a lot of times I'm streaming and no engagement there because nobody is in chat talking or anything. And I would like to have some more engagement there. And I've also introduced something new I've started, which is allowing people to join in on this live streams through the Discord. I mean, they don't have to join the stream and show their face or anything. They can join in on the Discord and to the live chat channel I have set up there on the Discord where they can come on the stream, talk. They can collaborate a deck with me.
Right.
Because I'm also sharing these screen into the Discord. So they just want to stay in the Discord and watch the stream there. They can do that. And plus, not only that, there's I don't think there's any lag time on Discord like there is on the live stream.
Right.
And which I'm hoping that once this catches on, that there'll be more interaction and more people willing to do that.
Right. That makes sense. And that might be tough in the morning time compared to the afternoon because people are just waking up. You know, then not everybody like me. I don't wake up all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Oh, I definitely didn't this morning because I had my COVID shot yesterday, so I had the chills this morning.
Yeah, that makes sense. Chills.
But see, what I'm doing is I'm doing it on the morning stream, and I'm also doing it on the afternoon streams that I do also.
Right. Well, I think the one thing that would help you if you start branding yourself again, like marketing yourself on all your platforms of what that you use, like in Discord, create like an advertisement page, create a channel just for advertising that on your YouTube posts, post your your thought there. Like, hey, join the morning or afternoon marina gameplay. Be part of chat. That's how you be a part of chat. Be part of the conversation, kind of thing. Build that up. Get that pushed out, and you can definitely get some intrigue, if anything.
So I got this idea actually from Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf.
No, wolf.
Yeah. Lone Wolf's not quiet about it.
Yep.
Well, you have me completely confused. Maybe because I haven't had coffee, but
Poor thing. That's how it's happened.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
The how I got this idea was from us sharing your link into my stream, and how you are able to join the Discord to share out that link of yours that I've been sharing across my channel, and that gave me the idea of Lone Wolf can join in on the stream through the Discord, and be on the show on my channel while I'm streaming. Why can't other people do it?
mm-hmm. Right.
So,
that's awesome.
so that's how I have implemented that idea.
Mhm.
Was through doing that.
Yeah, TCGdude has a great advice here. He says, using other platforms will help you reach. As for engagement on your channel, maybe try using your polls on chat and asking questions in the audience, to the audience. Good thing.
Yeah.
So my big goal this coming year round, I want to start integrating the morning show with everything I do on my channel, right? Like the big goal is I want to start integrating my entire channel into the morning show. Not like doing everything, like not playing video games and stuff like that, but incorporating the other shows and stuff so people can get a gather around of the topics that we talk about. But other than that, feel like they're part of the experience of the channel, video game days, commander days, and stuff like that. Have more conversations on stuff in that realm. And make it feel like the morning show ties in the whole channel as a whole thing, because everybody's part of the creep, and the creep ain't just the morning show. It's commander night, it's video game night. I want people to feel like this integrates the entire channel opportunity. I want to get good at that.
Yep.
Look, there's Tibalts. He's back.
He's back.
You're muted.
He's muted.
Mic off. How about now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I had a puppy that came over here for a snack, so I had to get pulled away to treat him.
Well, for my channel, one thing I want to do this year, at least by the end of this year, is finish my game that I'm going to start on next Wednesday or whenever I get a chance.
K-Check has good advice here too. So use the post section on YouTube for questions and/or comments for viewers. That is pretty good.
What is that? I don't even know what the post section is.
You don't know the post section?
No, I don't.
So, YouTube is trying to integrate Facebook ideas, right? And so when you go, like on your phone, when you go to do your shorts, if you scroll over, it'll say make a post.
Mm-hmm.
You can post a picture, you can post questions, you can create a poll, you can create a post, and it feeds it up, and people can chat and add to it like Facebook would. So it's a way to engage people in a conversation. It's kind of weird to get used to because I'm still trying to get used to it. And sometimes it's hard to remember it's there because it kind of hides in plain sight. But yeah.
Okay. I've just started using the collaborate feature that YouTube has added.
Nice.
And that's something else too that you can do is you can post your video on yours or other people's channels. So you can add them as a collaborator. So you still retain control over it, but it will show up on other people's feed and stream. So that would give us some kind of cross promotion that way.
I have to learn more about that. Really haven't heard much about that.
I've heard about it, but I don't know how to do it exactly. I don't know exactly how it works or anything like that.
Ken Checker says, and of course, shorts will help too on your channel. And TCGdudes says, what I'm excited for to see on SFT Morning Coffee's new guests that could be professional Magic players, game designers, LGS owners, TCG vendors. I need to get comfortable with talking to people and learn how to rub elbows and what's the word?
Collaborate.
Not collaborate. When you go to a convention and you talk to people, get to know them a little.
Interview.
There's another word. It's a professional word.
Schmoozing. You need to schmooze with more people. That's not the professional word, maybe. I don't know.
No, it's not the professional word, but the word meaning, getting to know people, getting to know their product, their line, make friendships.
Okay.
We call that socializing where I'm at.
Socializing. Let's see.
Solicitation.
No, not solicitation. Hold on, let me Google this up.
That's something else you're not supposed to be doing. You can get arrested for solicitation.
Yep.
Speaking from experience.
I mean, there's so much I want to do for my channel. I just got so many ideas still.
Networking. I need to get better at networking. That's what it's called.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much stuff that I could do. I need to start doing. I just need to get out there and do it.
Well, I'm going to make a suggestion and say don't get overwhelmed with so many things that you want to do. Just pick one or two. And like, for example, that's what I've been doing. Though I've been doing a lot of different things recently, it's mostly just been committing to collaborating with other people.
Right.
Showing up here, that's easy to do. I get to hang out with my friends. But to actually, like you said, interviewing people, networking with people can feel intimidating.
Right.
So I picked just a few people that I've collaborated with or talked to, in my case on Instagram.
Right.
And, well, because you've been on my show with me talking about a deck tech and stuff too.
Right.
So pick one thing to work on more than anything else. And if you get frustrated with it, then have a backup plan. If you have that's just if you have a lot of things you want to do. Don't worry about doing them all at once. Work on one of them for a little bit. If you hit a bump in the road or something, shift to that next thing, and you'll make progress that way.
Right. Because one of the things I want to do is get the show a little more popular in more people's eyes, grow that viewership. So, because like what I want to genuinely draw into the show is people's engagement, people who want to engage with the show, people who want to be on the show. And that could be tricky because one time we had a viewer who lied about their age, who was probably 10 or so, hop on the show for a bit because they said they were 18 plus and they tried saying their voice is like a dysfunction, but it wasn't. You can tell by the intonation of the voice that they were a kid, and we got to be careful with that. So networking has to be done. Because for example, Mugenfool, when he first came on the show, we had people think he was under the age of 30, like under 18, and I had to explain to him that's just Mugenfool.
Yeah, it's just just my voice.
Magic Man. Sorry, I was gonna say I'm thinking about Magic Man from Adventure Time. If anybody watched that, it's just my voice.
Yeah, I watched. I haven't seen much. Have you been watching Kick and Fiona, the sequel series to it?
I have not. No.
You should get on that if you can.
Yeah. Okay.
It's good. I'll give it my. If you like Adventure Time, you'll like this one too.
Good.
Shiny Shaker says SFT spent years trying to get that James guy on the show live. That'd be a big draw. That's right.
Yeah.
We'll get the show canceled. He doesn't even have the setup to do that kind of stuff. But it'd be cool because he has a really good conversations and point of views to talk about when it comes to stuff like that. Because talking to him on the phone and whatnot.
So here's a question for you.
What's up?
Much the way that Hillbilly's doing that through Discord, if somebody doesn't have, just have a computer set up with a mic, would that be a way to maybe get somebody on there to interview them or to talk to them?
Yeah.
Maybe just do a record from there. Because also, like, I don't know a lot about StreamYard. I'm still learning about that. I know you've used StreamYard, but also that OBS. That's another thing that I got to take my own advice and just bite that off and just do one little piece at a time and start with that.
It's exactly how you do OBS. One piece at a time.
Yeah, exactly. And the way I do it is I just go to my Discord, open it up, then I just go onto my stream, and when the audio from the Discord comes through the OBS because both applications are running.
Mm-hmm. And see, OBS would be better for you if you got it packed down, Tibalt.
Yeah.
Like StreamYard for the $50 plan we're on, you get 1080p, where on OBS my 4K camera like catches everything.
Nice.
Yeah, so
I'm not
there's
sure
no
I want
restriction.
everything to be seen.
We'll wear a paper bag if that's.
Oh, there you go. That's better. I can improve the show and get more viewers just that way.
Right. Well, honestly, I think you're. I think you're hitting on a niche no one's done before with that background stuff video. If you really hammered down your life as a reseller of Magic, I think you could hit a market that's not being tapped into right now.
Yeah, because that was interesting hearing all that.
Oh yeah, it was interesting. It was well thought of. The quality of the video was good. Even your audio was good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know, so like I appreciate it. That's something I think I can get into. You know, like Kenny Checker says, my computer is too old and stupid to do much more than I can get done now. That's true. But like, yeah. So futures of the channel, future goals of the channel, right? We've talked about some things, how I want to integrate, how Tibalt wants to do his thing, Hillbilly wants to do his thing. What are other things in the future that you'd love to see other than subscriber rates or interaction? What are things you want to start incorporating to your things? Like this is not a push, but Tibalt, what if you did a live show?
I've got fair enough. Yes, live show is one thing. I actually had something else in mind. I don't have the. I'm not sure what to do it. I did one. It was very successful. Cosmic Seeds came by and joined me, and we had somebody else. I'm just intimidated by that whole idea, that thought to do it. But I know by doing it, you get better at it. So that's
look at this. I know my morning show is just to keep me entertained in the morning, right? That's why I started. Keep me entertained in the morning while I'm awake, because my wife, when I started the show, my wife was overnight, right? Mm-hmm. And I had to take care of the house during the day, and so I woke up at 9 a.m. every day, and I got bored around 11, had nothing to do, so I'm like, let's try this. Well, I know you're a busy life, Tibalt. You got stuff running in the background. You got family to take care of.
For sure.
You know, but you are, one of your biggest strengths is putting things together for a show. Now, if you did a live show, I would not suggest doing a daily show like mine where we would collaborate and have fun. But maybe like a weekly show, maybe Wednesdays, maybe Friday. Just do a live show once a week, where throughout the rest of the week on your time off, you just kind of put things together like you used to do with your horror movie show. Just instead of doing it recorded, doing it live. Trying to invite guests at a good time, you know? Vampire! Hi, y'all.
What's up?
So the other thing that I'd like to incorporate, or at some point, this is down the road, a little bit future, is to do skits.
Yeah.
I would like to try to do humorous skits, but I don't feel it was easy when we were doing your intro for the for your magic cards, for your deck picks, or for your combos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was easy because you gave me an idea to start with, so then I could come up with a skit for that.
Right.
Doing a skit for myself, though, feels virtually impossible because it feels tough to come up with an idea, execute it, think it's good enough to execute, and so on. But a future goal down the road would be to try to do some skits.
So it's a good idea. One thing I want to implement is always watch things that are not magic.
For sure.
Like I got down the rabbit hole where I watched a lot of things magic. And what gets overwhelming about it is once you realize how many people are filming Magic the Gathering projects, every idea seems to be taken.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But when you do it, you always feel like you're inadequate, not good enough, or maybe you just can't do it as good as they do. Well, like we talked about yesterday, I was watching this Hallmark show about hunks of Hallmark competing to be the leading role in a movie.
Yeah,
Right?
I've heard about that. Yeah.
Which me and my wife watched. It was actually not a bad show. It wasn't the greatest, but it was not a bad show. I was invested with it because I was learning. Because like they did segments that taught you about acting. They did segments that taught you about business, and they kind of incorporated a little. And that's what I was paying attention to, and that's where I came into the idea of like, if I want to do something different, maybe I take the advice that they're giving on the show, because like there was a segment on the show where they had to do a talent show, like impromptu kind of talent show. They had time to prepare for it and everything, but what they didn't know is right after the talent show they walked off and they got straight into an interview, and they were testing their ability to change mindsets and get into an interview right away, and that was the whole test.
Yeah.
And that caught my attention. I'm like, how many times in the morning show? Not all of us on the morning show talk good, like all crazies. Not all of us are ready for a switch. And I'm like, but my brain is ready for a switch. My brain is ready for conversation. And sometimes things will hit you left field, and you want to try to be quit with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a skill. One of the things that I did do, this is when I was still in California, but just for the fun of it was, well, not for the fun of it. I took it for a reason. I had a goal. I wanted to be better for performance or on camera. So I took a improv class.
Ooh.
And I don't know if you guys have ever seen Whose Line Is It Anyway or some shows like that. And it looks so awesome and effortless when they do it. But that is absolutely a skill to be learned, because man, it was tough. It wasn't hard. It was enjoyable. It was everything all at once. It was enjoyable, but it wasn't as easy and simple as it seems. And I almost want to say, the worse you feel like you're at something, the better, the more distance you can go with it. One of the funniest people in the class, it turned out, was an engineer, because he nothing against the guy, great guy, just didn't have a sense of humor to start out with, or didn't seem that way, but had come to this class to try to learn to be funny. And it worked for him. Like, we could see just in the 6 weeks or 8 weeks that I did the class or whatever, we could see from him being shy and reserved to being a little bit more. He wasn't the funniest person in the class or anything like that, but it was great to be able to see that. So I know that for all of these skills, they're just that, they're skills, and you have to, you start out at sucking at something, and that's the first step to being good at it, is you got to suck at it first.
That's right. You got to start from the bottom, work your way up, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, improv is what the show is all about, basically, because we improvise the show. I try to lead it as best as I can, because I'm the one who comes up with the topics, and I want to try to keep things on a train of thought, and we kind of go that way. But we do have chat and chill days, and it's all about improvisation, and it's not always about who can be the funniest, and it's not always about who is the smartest, but really the one thing I care about the most, and I wish I could get everybody on track all the time with, but it's hard to say it without sounding insulting, because I don't want to be like, you need to do this. No, but what I try to do is get everybody in a flow where conversation just happens. It keeps on going and picks up, because sometimes we have people, including me, who will talk and their brain go dead for a minute. Well, and that's what I care about.
I was going to say, this is also the more that we do this together, and I say we, I mean, I'm not always here and stuff, but I always feel welcome, for which I appreciate. And having talked to each of you, with maybe the exception of Mugenfool, having talked to everybody else outside of the show,
right,
also helps too, because that's one of those things where you can help pick up the slack and stuff. And the more we do this together, I feel like the stronger the shows get. Yeah, for sure.
SFT, you can consider a talking stick to help pass the conversation around. No, I understand what you're saying, because I've played that game. Instead of a stick, it was a ball. What you did with the ball is you had the ball, and you'd say something to the topic, then you would pass the ball to someone else, and they would say something, then you have to pass the ball to someone who hasn't had the ball yet, and they have to say something. That's kind of the talking stick idea he has. And I kind of try to incorporate that idea. But at the same time, like, I'll be on a topic and Tibalts just has to come in and say his piece.
So actually, before you say anything more about that, I was just going to say that just kidding. What I was going to say was that was what we did in improv class, but we did it with an invisible ball.
Right.
We threw it from one person to the other. We had to improvise and so on. So.
Right. And that's one skill, like, I want Hillbilly to catch on, because Hillbilly's good at talking. Hillbilly, I don't want to sound rude, but your pace kind of sucks sometimes. and trust me, I understand there's the brain aneurysm thing to get in the way at times, so I'm not really a stickler about it. But like one thing is the one thing I'm pointing out is, like, you'll talk, then you'll get stumped, and when you get stumped, it's okay to take a break and say, and if you need to, pass the ball. Because what we want to do is get that energy flowing. Tibalts had a lot more practice than us when it comes to this. My practice is leading the show.
Did you just call me old?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even accurate.
Hey, you stay out of this, mister.
You put that Lone Wolf and not me. Okay.
I'm so confused where the camera's at.
Stage left, stage right. Think about that. Like, stage right is there. Stage left is there.
Which way am I pointing right now?
At Hillbilly.
Left.
You got to point down, you point at me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'll never get this right.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
the dyslexia doesn't help either. So I have a hard enough time. I write with my right hand. I have to say that all the time.
Yeah. So when they say stage left, stage right, they're talking about from the audience point of view.
Right.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. Kane Chicken says, or sometime all of a sudden the show starts talking about the completely different topic, like food. That's true.
Hey,
So don't worry, Tibalt. If you're old, then I must be a mummy dust.
Now you age like fine wine, King Shaker.
That's right. Fine wine and cheese. But yeah, so yeah, like when it comes getting a little more back on track of things, and we haven't been off track very much. Like, as my personal show in the mornings, we have all the guests here. We have a good time. We talk, we chill. We have the stuff we want to do to grow. We have these plans to go for further in our lives. And yes, as someone who's not a part of Hillbilly show or a Mad Saxon show, I can come up with ideas better than my own show, because I can see them from my entertainment point of view. My show, I have a hard time looking at as entertainment point of view, because I'm more invested in myself when it comes down to it. I'm very critical of myself. But then when I rewatch the show, I usually wait like a day or two to rewatch the show, because my brain's already thinking we did a good job, But sometimes what we think is a good job is sometimes slop on a plate. and that's more at me than anybody else.
I don't think it's ever nearly as bad as you think it is, but that cuts both ways, because also it's probably never as good as you think it is either.
Well, so here is a fact. do you know our preferences on attractiveness stimulate for how we see ourselves in the mirror? Like
Huh.
we gauge people's attractiveness based on how we see ourselves in the mirror. And that's kind of how it is with the shows.
Okay.
Right? So perspective starts with you. You know, because like when I look in the mirror, I see this strikingly handsome man. You know.
When I look in the mirror, I see someone that has resting punk face pretty nicely.
That's right.
I mean, I have to work to smile.
Mm.
My
Ah,
face
that's
is
funny.
usually always in a frown. I don't know why that is.
Right.
Not that I have that one disease that one commentator for WWF had, but
Mm.
I just can't always smile for some reason.
K-Chick is like, like me. Yeah,
Mhm.
very attractive man. Well, so
Yeah.
my whole thing about the attractiveness thing is when it comes to entertainment value, it's kind of hard not to be biased because we like ourselves a lot.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a very positive thought of yourself, you're very very motivated about your work, and you want to see the world through good eyes and good lens. You it's hard to judge it from yourself. It's like when I work on a project, like an art project, sometimes like a designing project. If I'm working on a project for Tibalts, say I'm designing him a new logo. He doesn't need a new logo, but say I'm designing him a new logo, right? Sometimes I get so invested in the logo and get frustrated with the process that I literally have to step away for like a few minutes and come back with fresh eyes so I can see it from a different, fresher point of view. And sometimes that's how I feel about the shows. Sometimes I need to step away, back away, and look at the show from a different point of view. So then by that, I mean like watching something completely different. Watching a vlogger, maybe watching someone's critique on a toy, or watching someone else's project. Because if you watch everybody do the same thing, like the same topic, the same thing, all you're going to see is the same stuff. You're going to notice the same tricks. You're probably be questioning how they did that, or how they did that thing with the graphic or whatever. Maybe that's happening. But sometimes when you watch something completely different, you'll see their tricks a lot clearer because it's different to you, and it's more noticeable to you when someone like today, when Tibalt did his little behind the scenes show that I watched, like it gave me a fresher view of his channel. It revitalized my interest in the video content that he did. I think that's a perfect way to start off this whole generation, is try to branch off from that, and that gave me inspiration for today's episode.
Cool.
You know,
and I think that's important, like you said, maybe even for anything or for anybody, set something aside for a day or two and then come back to it, or longer, depending on, I guess Hillbilly decided to step away immediately.
No, his camera went up again.
But yeah, step away for a second and then come back to it. Like you said, you will see things different or notice it, or remember that your content isn't, well, it's a duality here. I want to say it isn't for you, but it is. You should do what you love, but keep in mind it's for other people too.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure that you're true to yourself when you do it, but understand that people aren't necessarily going to get everything out of it that you would. So keep that in mind. Keep a certain amount of openness with what you do also. So when you come back to look at it, understand like, maybe they don't have the time to do this. So maybe I should shorten this segment up and make it a little bit quicker. Or maybe it's not clear what I intended here. So next time, maybe I need a title screen, or I need something to, identify things a little bit better.
Yeah, we lost Hillbilly. Oh no.
Nope.
But another good reason why it's good to watch other things to get inspiration from other people is the fact that we don't always know what we want or need in our shows or our projects. That when we watch fresher content that's different from normal, we will see something that just spits out to us, or comes out to us and pops out to us and inspires us.
Yeah.
You know, and so like for instance, one time I watched the Commander gameplay, and I normally don't watch other people's Commander gameplays, and but I learned by watching this one person's Commander gameplay that they had this cool frame I wanted to mimic, and I'm like, I said I want that. That's when I did it. I built this frame, put the frame in there, as you see now today when we do Commander gameplays. And when I was doing that, I was inspired because I saw this empty space, and I was like, this empty space gives me the ability to throw advertisements on there, and I threw advertisements on there. So if anybody wants advertisement on Thursdays and Fridays for our Commander games, shout out to me. We can work a deal out. You know, Tibalts on there, Hillbilly's on the advertisement a lot. Yeah. If you forgot Tibalt, there's a little sticker, the little square sticker that shows up your information throughout the show, because I want to come off more, not just professional, but community driven. You know.
Yeah. That's really all I tune in for when I just kind of watch my ad go by.
Yeah, and I think that's.
Go ahead.
I think it's awesome that you've done that. I mean, I've never seen anybody do that. That's something new. I like it.
Yeah.
And that came out. That idea came out of watching someone else I normally wouldn't watch.
Wow.
You know, like sometimes you're inspired by what other people do. You know.
Yeah.
And even though I was Magic related, the whole frame thing threw me off. Like, just blew my mind. You know, I'm like, that is a great idea. Then it threw me advertisement space. Sometimes it throws you other things. Like one thing I got from Brody Alfonso, if you haven't watched him, check him out. He's a really good Canadian who makes some good content when he goes live.
Mm-hmm.
Is he's got the little scroll bar on top of the show that shows the stocks of Magic product. I put that up on top of my Commander game, because when people are playing Commander games, their eyes like to wander sometimes when they're not paying attention. I want to give them something to look at, you know.
Yep.
And there's a little more I want to do. I just don't know what to do with it yet, and that leaves space for me to, in the future, do stuff like that, you know.
Right.
Because other people have different ideas, different point of views, and sometimes that's where you can benefit the most, is getting inspiration from someone else.
Right.
You never know
Or
what's
just
going to
copy the
spark your
ball.
imagination.
Yeah, just copy Tibalt.
Like
Yeah,
you
you
said,
say
that leads to boring and stale stuff if you only copy one person.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you-
Copy everybody. Copy
That's right.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put your own spin on it. You know.
True.
A good artist doesn't copy; they steal. That's
Right.
Only if they're using AI.
I remember back in the day when SFT was a wee little tortoise, and I have seen tremendous growth on this show and channel. Thank you. That is awesome to see your point of view there too. I appreciate that a lot, Kenny Chicker. But yeah, you know, and yes, like my technology has grown throughout the time. Like I try to evolve with things. Like I got this new computer that I'm trying to understand the power of, because like everything I'm doing now is based off the power of my laptop, and this computer is like more powerful than a laptop. It can do more.
Ultimate power.
Yeah, more power. But I'm trying to understand what I can do more, like with OBS and stuff. Because like I'm very involved in wanting to get people integrated in chat. I want people to be chatting in my streams, and that's one of the things I've been working on.
Right.
Trying to get more people chatting. You know.
Yeah. See, that's also one thing I'm wanting also is more people in the chat chatting. That's one reason why I've integrated, you know, people to join in on my streams through Discord.
Right.
I just want more people, more interaction.
Right.
But that's my main goal that I want for my channel, is get more interaction.
Right. Interaction is the best way to grow on YouTube. Like
Yes.
getting interaction. And it looks like Tabal has something to say.
I do, as a matter of fact. Thank you. You saw me walking back and forth. I didn't want to interrupt. But one of the things that I think is excellent about the idea of interacting through Discord is, for me, I don't type that fast. So a lot of times I want to say something. I've got a thought. I've got something I could interject. By the time I typed it out, long gone, or that play would have happened a long time ago, or whatever. And so if Discord doesn't have any lag time or has minimal lag time, that would be a cool interaction to be able to, you know, say something and have it, well, go directly to you while you're playing. Like, don't play that, or, you know, whatever the case may be.
Right. And, you know, like today, I watched your show. No, I watched your show after this. I was watching a Commander gameplay on YouTube from a channel I never heard of before. And they were playing Commander, and I saw it, and I'm like, I want to see what these people are like. Well, I noticed right away there was echo when someone's in. It was an OBS echo because their desktop audio was playing on their end. So they were getting two mics picking up their vocal feed. I tried chatting with them in their chat. I tried chatting with them multiple times, telling them, hey, there's echo on one person's in. And I'm like, it sounds like an OBS, and explained this whole thing about how to fix it. And no one was watching chat. Well, one thing I care about as a channel is integrating with chat, because I want chat to be integrated with me when it comes to being there. Because their stream was horrible when it came to audio. The stream was perfectly good for video, but for audio, man, I didn't leave anything negative. I didn't hit a thumbs down. I just left my chat there and left. And when I got back to the home screen, I noticed your channel was up, or your show was up, and I watched your show, and I'm like, I enjoyed this.
That's funny too. That it's, despite YouTube being a primarily video-driven format, bad audio will kill anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter how good the visuals are. If the audio is bad on it, people won't stick around to watch.
That's right. Kenny Checker says stealing is such a negative word. I like to use the term permanently borrow. Right. That's right.
Well, I got some issues though that's going on with actually YouTube.
Yeah.
And because I like being able to talk to my chats, but there's been times I've noticed that I've joined in on live shows. I've chatted in the chat, and it not be seen. So I go to these live channels that I go to a lot, and I'll chat there, but I'm not seen. The chat does not show up. I mean, it shows up on my TV like I'm chatting and everything. But others, they'll get on there and they'll be like, and I ask like where I'm at and everything, because they know I'm usually there. But for some odd reason, sometimes YouTube will not show your chat.
I think it's probably the perpetual amount of profanity that you use. And they probably block a lot of that. Is what I'm
You guys are funny.
Yeah, they are.
All right, now for the end area, Lone Wolf, there's anything you want to say or anything you want to add to the topic really quick?
Well, the main thing I would say is I know I don't necessarily have a channel and stuff, but for one thing, being a part of this show and hanging out with Hillbilly on Discord, the one thing that the main thing I've been trying to work on is, basically helping my social anxiety, because my social anxiety is not that great. But I think being a part of like your show and Hillbilly stuff I think this is helping. Now, if I can actually keep a conversation going, that's a different story. I feel like since I've, met you all and started talking to you, not just on our streams and everything, but even just talking through Discord or during the Commander games and stuff, I feel like that's an improvement for me. And that's the one thing I'm really, really wanting to work on for this coming up year, I think.
Nice.
Oh.
That's cool. That's a good goal to get on. And that's self-improvement. That's pretty awesome. But now with that, we're going to try something a little different, and we're going to go to the shill section with this video clip.
Don't want a complication.
That was my original intro to my show.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
I was going to say, I don't know whether it's true or not, but you seem to have way too much fun making those things.
When I get inspired, I get all into it. Now I don't have the free space to do all that stuff anymore. I'm kind of stuck in a chair, but I still have fun doing it.
That's awesome.
Yes,
That carries through the work too.
yeah, that's right. Lone Wolf has been just hanging in the background, absorbing the streaming knowledge. That's right.
Yep.
Absorbing the power. There's my mouse. And with that, we need to get to the shill section, and really quick. That was old school. Very cool. That's right. That's right. We need to get to the shill section. We're going to start the shilling section with Lone Wolf. And Lone Wolf, talk about your stuff.
All right. So first off, would it be all right if I post the link?
Yeah, you know you can post that link.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I just try to be respectful. The first thing I'll say is this GoFundMe that I shared in the chat there is for me and my brother. We are trying to move to another apartment. They seemingly like to increase the rent, and they're starting to do it twice a year. So we're trying to save up enough to cover like down deposit, moving expenses like a U-Haul and everything for me and my brother to get into a cheaper living situation. So that is what the GoFundMe is for. The other thing I'd like to, say is don't forget to check out Tibalt and his store, his channel. Help support him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get him to 1,000, and then let's get Hillbilly and Tortoise up to 1,500 subscribers.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, sounds awesome.
Go.
Let's go. With that, we're gonna move on to mugenfool.
Hey, everybody. Next week is my game premiere. I'm not sure which day I'm going to premiere it on, but I'm going to premiere it next week.
Nice. That'd be awesome to see what's going
So
on.
come on down and follow my channel if you want to see me live playing the
Yeah,
game.
links in the chat.
Nice.
All right. With that, we're going to roll over to the very handsome, strikingly, nicely built face supermodel, Tibalt.
Oh man, I thought you were going to cut the hillbilly, but I was prepared just in case.
Oh, so was I.
Well, I think that Lone Wolf actually covered everything for me. So the only thing I would add is go to darkritual.site if you want to catch up with everything that's Tibalts Apprentice. Look for me on YouTube. Well, look for me everywhere. But go to darkritual.site and you'll see everything together. And thank you, as always, for having me on here. I greatly appreciate being able to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, it's always great to have you on the show. With that, we got the Dorkable, the Muppet-like, the Inhuman. Did you hear, Billy?
Hey, everybody! Around 2 o'clock this afternoon, I'm going to be doing a arena stream. But I do have some future news. On the 12th of this month, I will be doing early access streamer event for Wizards on my channel. Thank you, Super Fast. It'll be on the 12th here. We'll be playing the Avatar, the Last Airbender cards, which is awesome cards so far. I'm looking forward to playing with these cards, and if you want to see some of these cards, and also, like I do earlier, every early access. I'm talking too fast. Anyway, if you like to 3D craft some decks and throw them into the Discord, into my Discord, I will run those decks during the early access. I will give you a shout out for those decks because I will not take credit for somebody else's deck. And but anyway, that'll be on the 12th, and that's all I got planned for today.
All right. Let's get Super Fast Tortoise. Can't thwart us because we're the best in the crew with the creep or the shrew. I don't know which. I don't know if we're really a shrew, but hey. But anyways, today everybody is Wednesday Arcade. Yeah, Wednesday Arcade. We're gonna play some Jurassic World Evolution 2 later on tonight, so check that out at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't miss it. Watch me fail over and over again as I try to create dinosaurs and hold a park together. Yeah, but with that, my friends, I want to thank everybody here for being on the show. You made today's show special. Everybody here, Michael, MTG Hillbilly, Logan Wolf, mugenfool. Thank you. And with that, everybody in chat, thank you for being here. Thank you for engaging and making this experience a lot better. I appreciate you 100%. I want to thank you, channel members, for supporting the channel you do financially. It is amazing. All the channel subscribers for growing the channel, hitting that like button and subscribe button, all that stuff. You guys rock. You guys rule. And with that, I want to remind you that you're loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else today, because you might be the change you need today. And with that, my friends, let's get to the outro.
I want to thank you, channel members, members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show.